every poison apple location in Overlook Bay 2. Yes, I am on alt. And to get this quest, this is the 4th quest in all of the quests for the Halloween update, where you have to find 50 of these poison apples around the map. So I'm going to show you guys every single poison apple location in quest number 4 for the Overlook Bay Halloween update. The first one is over here once you talk to Dr. McFly. Underneath this purple pavilion over here, there's one right here. Then we go to the other side of the park, and it turns from purple to green. That's how you know that you collect it. The second apple is over here on top of the trash can in the park. The next one is over here. I'm trying to get to it. Right there between the bench and the bush, still in the park. Next one is also in the park. Back to where we buy the items behind that bat right there. I'm not sure what that is, if that's roller skates or something, but that's where it is. Next is by the soccer field. We're going to go to the soccer field area on the path next to the soccer field, which is by this bench right here. Next up is inside of the soccer goal right here. Pretty easy as well. The next one is on the rock behind the other soccer goal, opposite to the soccer goal we were just at. Then after this, we go to the cul-de-sac up here with the neighborhood. And there is one up here by these home plots, not too hard to get to. It's just over here. There's the park over there and the soccer fields over there. There is the one poison apple right there. Make sure that you do collect them, because I have had it happen on my other accounts before where I walk by it thinking that I collected it, but I didn't. So the next one is by the scarecrow, as you might have seen earlier. Also pretty easy. Then from here we can either go through the construction site or above this underwater thing, and there is a apple just on the hill up here randomly. Yeah, it's pretty random. I did not expect it there. It took me a while to find that one, to be honest. The next one is inside of the construction site. You have to go up the crane, which you just jump up the ladder and climb up the ladder forever. And then once you get up to the top of the crane, it is up here on the top. Also pretty easy to find once you found it the first time. Next up, we're going to go to the beach area. And this one is just on the beach, laying out on the beach, next to one of the artifact locations, which happens to be right there for me right now. Also pretty simple. Did I click it? Yeah, I did. Okay. Next one is by a beach scarecrow right there, right next to the home plot. Also not too hard to find. If I'm zoomed out, then I won't click it. Oh my goodness, I almost screwed that up. The next one is behind the Emerald Estates, next to the Scarecrow also. A lot of these are also next to the Scarecrow as well. The next one is right over here, next to this bridge, right there. We'll come back for that one by the Stay Peachy shop later. The Emerald Estates behind the Scarecrow right there, next to the soccer field, also pretty easy. Then we're going to go to the front door of the Emerald Estates. We passed by it earlier, but now we're going to go to the front door of the Emerald Estates because one of the last ones we had was by the back end of the Emerald Estates. And now here's the front entrance to Emerald Estates, and there's that one right there. Next up, right across the street, there is one next to the Scarecrow by the Boardwalk. Pretty simple. Next up, there is one on the Boardwalk table outside of this coffee shop right here, also pretty simple to get to. Next up, there is one in the purple tent right here on the left, and then there's one on the yacht over here as well. The yachts for sale, this booth right here, yachts for sale. There's actually one inside of this yacht, which took me a while to find this one as well. It's pretty hidden. Very hidden, actually. Next up, on the beach to the right side of the lighthouse is the next location. We can actually see it right there. Pretty simple as well. And that one is actually on a pier behind the lighthouse as well. Nice. Not too hard to find at all. And then the one after that is on a table on the beach, which is also not that hard to find. I hope I clicked. Okay, I did click it. It is hard to determine if I clicked it sometimes because it doesn't change colors for a while. So the next the next candy apple, I'm so used to saying artifact, oh my goodness, is on this table right here. Could have actually went to this one first, but I just kind of passed it. The next one, we have to go inside of the lighthouse and go all the way to the top because it is right there. We can see it right there. I don't think jetpacks or anything exist in the game right now, or anything that could help us get to the top of the lighthouse. So let's go up to the very top of the lighthouse. And once we are on the top, we go outside, and there is the poisoned apple right there as well. Pretty easy to find. Next up, we're going to go back towards the bay and towards the wishing well area, because there are still more poisoned apples around that area as well. The next one is by one of the artifact locations as well. There's a pier right there, and there's an artifact location. I'll show you guys. The artifact location, oh, there it is, right there, perfect. Also pretty simple to find, but here is the poisoned apple right here, pretty easy. Did I click it? Yes, I did, okay. The next one is on what I call the secret beach. There is one on the secret beach ramp, like there's a ramp to get down right there. Pretty simple as well. There is a fruit tree. I call this the secret beach because there is a fruit tree over here, and it's just kind of like in a random spot. Like it's just kind of hidden away. And the first 2 or 3 days I played the game, I could not find it at all. That's why I call it the secret beach. But there's a poison apple right there on the rock on the beach. And speaking of rocks, there is another one on a rock, but this rock has a face on it. It is right here on top of the weirdly shaped rock. Awesome. Then we got to go up towards the mountain, or at least I call it the mountain. And there are quite a bit more artifact locations along the mountain as well. We can also zoom out as far as you can to see if you missed any as well. But with this video, you wouldn't miss any because I've got them all down. There is this one right here on the rock overlooking the bay. Pretty sweet. And then the next one is outside of the tunnel right here, if I can click it. And then the next one is on the other side of the tunnel, which is also pretty simple, just on the other side of the tunnel right here. And then the next one is on the rock next to the artifact. The artifact location spawns right here, and it's on the rock right behind the artifact location spot right there. Pretty simple. Then there is one near this fruit tree right here, which is also on my everyday path that I go to. Then, still on the mountain, there's one between the house plots close to the bridge from Timmy. And in case you're confused why I call this the bridge from Timmy, Wonderworks Studio made a game called Timmy a long time ago, and this bridge is from Timmy. Yeah, kind of a cool thing right there. Next up, we go back to the bay, down the waterfall, and there's one right there. You can see it already, pretty simple. Come on, let's claim it. This one's a little bit slow to get to, because as soon as we get to the water, we get out of our personal vehicle, which is no big deal. We just get back in our personal vehicle, climb up the rocks, and it's as easy as that. The next one is on the Timmy Bridge, either on it, yeah, okay, it's on it right there. Also pretty simple to find. As long as you just walk around the area, you will find it, pretty simple. Next up is under this bridge right there, boom. Can we get to it? Yes, there we go. There is that apple right there, sweet. I'm trying to get back up the hill. Okay, there we go. The next one is on the right side of the barn. This is what I call the barn, the organic farms, because it is a barn. But okay, there is the apple right there. Pretty easy to find as well. Next up, we go to the Overlook University. And there is one by the Overlook University sign right here. Pretty simple. There is one on top of the pillar right here. And then similarly to the artifact locations, there's one by the amphitheater as well, right in the middle of the amphitheater actually. So also pretty easy to find if we can actually get up there. We clicked it, awesome. Next there is one by the grocery store, which we got to get to again. There's the grocery store right there. Let's see. On the side right there next to the scarecrow, there is an apple right there. Perfect. Right next to the artifact location, pretty easy to find. Then we go to the town hall, and there are two by the town hall. One of them right here next to the scarecrow. Well, actually, they're both next to the scarecrow by the town hall, so that should make it easy for you guys. Boom and boom. Next up, we go up the top of the anchor of Barnacle Bills, and there is right there the apple. Did I get up? Okay, I did. Yes, awesome. Pretty simple. Next up, we go back to the wishing well, and it is right there. You can see it right there, just above that bush. Pretty easy to find. Next up, we go back to the grocery store. Grocery store. Where's the grocery store? Right here. And there's one in the flower bed in the front of the grocery store right here. Pretty simple, easy. The next one is by the Pet Plaza, by the Scarecrow right outside of the Pet Plaza. That's number 48, 2 more. The next one is on the wall right here in the middle, pretty easy to find. And the last one is the one I said a long time ago we'll come back to, and that is at the Stay Peachy shop. And as a reminder for you guys, stay peachy, watch Megan Plays, and this is Overlook Bay 2, Wonderwork Studios game, and we just found each and every one of the 50 poison apples. Boom, pretty easy. Now let's go talk to the scientist again, get our reward. If we can talk to him, boom, we get a wizard teddy, wizard's broom, and candy. Awesome. And then this happens. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then the portal starts to break. And it opens. Not quite sure what exactly happened, but we can't go down yet. We'll have to wait until next week's update, which I am super, super excited for. And if you cannot wait as well, subscribe and share this video to your friends, because I'm sure they will need it as well, because it might be a little bit difficult to find 50 of these apples around the map. But thank you so, so much for watching. This has been the Feral Darrell that plays. Goodbye.